so I decided to write a song.
How we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another electrifying episode of the Make a Way podcast. My name is Shaq, and I'm here with Millersville Defensive Lineman, former All-American Tyler Tate. Thank you for coming on today, good brother.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for having me.
We're gonna get right into it, man. Tell me about it, man. Where you from? Where'd your life start at, man? Where'd your football origin story start? How'd you end up at Millersville University?
Like you said, name's Tyler Tate. I just go by Tate though. From Norristown, PA. That's 20 minutes outside of Philly. Went to high school at Norristown. Went to college at Wesley College, and then transferred to Millersville, and then was able to be on the Steelers for a little bit. So yeah.
No, man, that's good business, man. So, we was getting into it before we got on live a little bit. Tell me about, where your football story started. I remember you said you played a little bit of Little League, right?
Yeah, I played a little bit of Little League for Little Providence Warriors. I believe I did that in third grade. Been 75 pounds, where I started off at, and then a couple years later, I went to Plymouth White Marsh Spartans, and then played like 75s for them, 90s, 105s for them. And then high school, I went to Wissahickon High School in Ambler for like, literally for like a month. I played ninth grade football there, played middle linebacker there. Then went to Norristown, transferred to Norristown, played middle linebacker and tight end there for my freshman year. And then 10th grade, throughout my rest of my high school, I played DN.
Yeah. I remember you was telling me you had like a whole bunch of sacks, man. Tell me, how did that 10th grade year go playing varsity and JV at the same time?
It was good. You got a lot of experience. We had a good team. In my eyes, I seen the best players I ever seen play football for Norristown. It's crazy because we be having the athletes. We just we don't be embedded into the coaching system for us to move on and be good. So my 10th grade year, I played JV and varsity, and combined for both of those, I had 22 sacks that year. So that was when I really realized that I could play end and really be something at end.
Yeah. Do you feel like it was a big transition from playing linebacker to defensive end?
Not really, just due to the fact that I love contact. So just being able to be the first person to hit somebody, that offensive tackle, offensive guard, I had no problem doing that. And then just making a play when a quarterback do those step backs, or trying to make that play when it's a run play before the linebackers do, like a little competition. So I don't think it was a horrible transition at all. It was actually fun.
Hey, man, so I know with me, I played defensive end just about my whole time when I was coming up. I played it in middle school. I was always that lineman that swore he was a receiver. So
yeah.
I was fighting for that to happen. But
yeah, now I'm athletic. I say once you see what I can do, I'm athletic, and that shit would really open up your eyes. But I can play any position except for quarterback. Quarterback, I want to say is probably the hardest position to ever play. But doing all that reading and stuff before the play, I just want to go and just make a throw. but I say I can play any position you really put me in for real.
How did that transition to when you got to Wesley College after?
It was a big transition because you realize you're on your own, so you really don't got nobody telling you what to do. You're doing it on your own time. So now you got to go to classes by yourself. You got to go to practice. Not going to practice by yourself because I love football, so I went to practice, went to meetings, had no problem doing that. It was just the after football aspect of going to classes, taking the time out your day, not watching film. But now you got to transition from watching film to doing your schoolwork now. Take time out your day to doing schoolwork, figure out a math problem. When in my case, in my mind, I'm thinking, why would I want to do a math problem or do some reading? I just graduated school to go back to school. So now I want to focus on football and watch film all day, you feel me, realize what I can do better. And the people that went to Wesley was on that same type of time too, but they knew the difference between being an athlete and being a student, so they already had that down. All them being veterans already in that system and in the winning program. So
yeah, man. Tell me about the winning culture at Wesley.
Everybody wanted it. You feel me? I think we only lost either one or two games, and when we lost those games, that Sunday morning at workouts, it was hell. The coaches knew it was hell. The players knew it was hell. Everybody wanted to be great, and I want to say Wesley is like a D3 school for like D1 and D2 bounce backs, because we had people freshly that went to Rutgers and made a mistake. They freshly coming out of jail, playing wide receiver for us. They damn near 25 going against 18-year-olds, really scoring, really having like 1,000 yard seasons. Had linebackers that just came out of jail, coming from UConn, coming from UConn. Now he coming to a D3 school where they say it's really not physical. He coming down at the Mike linebacker, really hitting shit, just knocking people's head loose and didn't care. And then we had some old lineman named Matt Gono. He played for Wesley all 4 years. Came from New Jersey, and he went to Falcons. Got picked up by the Falcons. Played for them for a couple years. Got hurt, and then we had a quarterback go to the league. Played for the Packers for a little bit. Played for the Eagles for a little bit. So he had a good career out of there too.
Yeah, man. I know Wesley is like historically like one of the winningest programs in college football history. Period. Like whatever they doing, whatever they got in the water down there, like they got it figured out, bro. They've been winning for a real long time.
They did, but it's sad to say that they shut down now due to the fact Money Foundation. Yeah. So
I peeped that a couple years ago.
So now it's not Wesley; it's another campus for Dell State. Yeah.
I mean, it is. Hopefully, like, you know, maybe one of them Wesley alumni that got it. Maybe one day come back and put the cheese in it so they can maybe buy back their old school.
Hopefully, because that was a good program right there. Everybody from Dover and that little town. That little town. Everybody came out to the games. Had a crazy fan. He always wore the jersey. Every time we scored, he'd do push-ups. That it was a great culture right there. That was a crazy culture.
Tell me about that transition after you got done at Wesley and transitioned over to Millersville.
I want to say it was like an easy transition. Even though at Wesley I played as a true freshman, I want to say 2019 was like another true freshman year at Millersville due to the fact of COVID, and I got that extra year. So I was just learning the system. Morgan wanted me to learn. Coming in with that freshman class, like your man Ski and Cliff and all them, coming in with that class. So we all just as they on the practice squad, and I'm a sophomore on the field, but I'm a freshman in the classroom because changing from Wesley to Millersville messed up my credits because Wesley was a private school. I'm still learning the system more, but I'm not really embedded into what Morgan wants to teach. You feel me? So I'm still learning the ways that the people he was trying to flush out, not saying they were a bad senior class, but saying they were getting out there. That wasn't Morgan's class that he wanted, and that's not the class that he had in mind to start up a new transition for Millersville to be put on the map. So I'm learning their techniques and all that other stuff, what they're teaching me. And then just after COVID year, everybody was Morgan's class. Everybody was Morgan's people, his coaching staff that they recruited. So we all just came together as one team, just decided we want to get better, you know. We want to change the face of Millersville, who Millersville is, and finally put Millersville football back on the map.
Yeah, man. Tell me about that defense, man. Millersville defense has been pretty good the past couple of years. Tell me about the coaches that's there and the different pieces that y'all got. They still got a couple of the good guys. They still got Marsky. They still got what's the guy's name? Number 34. He's a real good ball player.
Key.
Yeah, they still got Key. They still got Isaiah Onishak. They got a lot of good ball players. Tell me what they got going on right now.
Everybody's doing their own thing, and I'm not saying they doing their own thing in a bad way, but saying they doing their own thing within the coaching system. Because Coach Sujak, he know what he's talking about. So if you understand what Coach Sujak want done for his system and how it's supposed to be done, he'll give you that freeway for you to do your own thing, but do it while you're still in his system and doing it the right way and killing teams at that too. Like you said, number 34 Key. He was a transfer. And like we had to tell him how it is, what we want as a defense, and everything like that. So now he's a role player and they doing good. Everybody on the defense, Ski doing what he need to do after safety spot, nickel spot. Ski, I want to say Ski like he athletic, but he not athletic at the same time. He just smart up here. Like Ski know football. Ski would be a good offensive coordinator just because he know what a defense would do, or he'll be a good defensive coordinator just because he know what the offense is going to do. Ski really sleep, eat football, and like. When Ski is not in a position he's not supposed to be, somehow, some way, he's still going to make that play. And he a headhunter. He's going to hit you with his head first regardless. So, yeah, just everybody just coming together doing what Coach Sujak wants us to do and just following his lead. And Coach Sujak really one of the best coaches I ever seen before. I had some good coaches, like Coach Baudelaire. He played DC defensive coordinator for Wesley, and then Coach Sujak, too. So I had some good coaches throughout my times.
Tell me about your relationship with Coach Morgan while you had him down there.
If you didn't play football, some players still, they say like Coach Morgan my second dad, just because of the things me and him talk about and the things we go through between me and each other. Not saying we never bumped heads before though. We bumped heads plenty of times just because I'm trying to do things my way. But he's the head coach, you feel me? So it's his job for him to teach me how to do something. If not, they kick him out regardless. They don't kick me out of school. They cut all the coaching staff. So me and him, I really just had to learn what he wants as a coach and what the way he's trying to have the new system at Millersville to be. So really had to dial in and just be mature, be more mature, put my big boy pants on, and just follow his lead, and help the team follow his lead while doing it too.
Yeah. Do you feel like after Coach Morgan took over, like more of the guys that was there was really bought in and everybody was really trying to do things his way, because he was always a winner before he got there. He was like one of the winningest offensive coordinators in the conference.
I'll say truthfully, at first it was a little iffy. Everybody, you know, a new coach coming in, and everybody, you know, still trying to figure out the old process or the old system or the old coaches. I wasn't there when the old coaches was there, but everybody just still have those train of thoughts of being in the old system. So I say everybody learn with not everybody, but we really just needed leaders on the team. And Morgan told me that I could become that leader everybody listen to. Like it could be my team, but it's not my team at the same time. You feel me? Because it's his team, his system. I'm just trying to make everybody see it his way. Because I'm in their footsteps. I'm their age. I'm their teammate. I got to go to war with them. So he telling me what he wants, and and me and the other captains making sure that we tell them what he wants, but in our way. You feel me? I'm old school, so I'm gonna yell at you, cuss at you. I'm gonna tell you about yourself, and I don't care if you want to fight. We can fight. I don't care. Got in plenty fights in the locker room, on the field. Attitudes, don't care about none of that. So it's like, yeah.
Yeah, bro. I feel like that's really important. I feel like a lot of guys really struggle with really standing up to be a leader on the football team.
Yeah.
Like it's real hard to be able to look somebody that's like outside of football supposed to be your friend. Everybody want to act like they your friend all the time.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the football tip, like, listen, guys, like my cousin was telling me before, like a red shirt should be able to hold a All-American accountable.
For sure, because you want to hold that red shirt to the same accountability. You out there, you telling them, not you telling the freshman what he's doing wrong, but you out there making the same mistakes. But when somebody trying to coach you about it, you say, nah, I'm not trying to hear that, bro. I'm an All-American. I do what I want to do. Nah, he see what you can become because you told him what he can become. So now he holding you accountable at that, and you mad at him for doing that. It don't make sense.
Yeah, all of that, you don't get in, that don't mean nothing, bro.
It don't
mean nothing.
It don't, because they still going, once you leave, they still going to follow the same way that you taught them, because that's what they was taught, or that's what you allowed to happen during that time period you was there.
Mm-hmm. And how did that mindset help you right now as a coach right now?
It helped me a lot, because I get to tell all these youngins, I get to talk to all these youngins about the stuff that people weren't able to teach me. Because I know coming from Norristown, I didn't have that mentor. Nobody from higher ups that went to higher level came back to Norristown, tried to teach me the game. I had to always go outside of Norristown. I had to come to the city to find what I was looking for as a DN and become better in myself. So I say me teaching them now, they understand more because they got somebody. I want to say I'm almost their age. I'm 24. What is it, like 18, 15? Say I'm almost their age. I'm telling them what I seen, what I did while I was at Norristown, the same high school you go to, and what you can do better to become the better version of yourself. Not saying, no, I'm not saying I want you to be me. You do you. You do things how you want to do it. But I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of my stuff in it so you know that's the right way. And you can be like, okay, he's doing that right way. He's been here before. Let me do the same thing, you feel me? But in my way, but not his way. So it's a different culture, but it's the same culture at the same time.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that's big, man. I feel like you got to be able to go back into your communities and try to build them up small, man.
Yeah.
I remember you was telling me a little bit about the Little League culture in Norristown. Tell me how that is going for them right now.
I mean, right now, ain't no youth team for Norristown, I'll say. It's like you got outside of Norristown in the leagues we play now, like the Springford, the Perk Valleys, the O&J Robbers, the PJP. They all got their own little league from third grade, from second grade, flag. They all got it up since ninth grade. They all been together. They all been in the same coaching system, damn near. The coaches from the high school telling the Pee Wee coaches what they run and what they can do to be better. So they all got that, and they all coming up together, being one team, one unit, you know. So it's like Norristown don't got that no more. We got to go out. We got to go out of Norristown to find it. We got to go to the North Penns to play in their league. We got to go to Little Promise to play in their league. We got to go to play for the Aztecs, or we got to play for the Mount Airy Bantams, or we got to play for like other teams like that. And then when they get to high school, all they know is not playing in Norristown. They know playing outside. So when they get recruited by Norristown coaches, be like, what do you have for me? Nobody from Norristown is doing nothing at Norristown so far. You guys have a bad culture. And then that's when the Roman Catholics, the MOTEPs, the Lansdale Catholic LaSalle's come in and play. Oh, you been here the whole time. Come to us. We'll give you a full ride scholarship, something like that. But it's like if you all stay in Norristown, we all could be good, be a powerhouse. And I say that my senior year, I remember we had other players that I'm good friends with now. They all play D1 school ball somewhere else. Yeah, they got what they needed going to another school. But imagine what your hometown could have been if you stayed. You feel me? You could have had. Not to knock anybody, you could have had the Dukes come to Norristown for basketball. You could have had the Ohio come to Norristown for football. Could have had the University of Delaware to come for football and all the other schools and stuff. Because we all stayed together and we all was on one plan. We all want to make our town better and greater for the good.
Yeah, bro. I feel like especially when it comes to developing a little league team and coming up, having one group of guys come in together and saying, listen, like, we've been playing together since middle school or whatever have you, and we're building up our things. So when we get to high school, we're going to control the city together. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like that's so powerful. I know that my high school, like, all of my homies, when they graduated from Pepper, like, it was like 5, 6, 7 of them that said, like, prep charter might not be the superstar program now, but when we get there, we're going to all be together. We've been playing together for years, and that's what we're going to continue.
And y'all all on the same mindset.
You know
Y'all
what I
got the
mean?
same coaching system. Y'all embedded into the coaching system, doing exactly what they want to be great.
Exactly, bro. So I feel like that's big, man. Hopefully, it's a group of little kids somewhere that's growing up in Norristown that even though they playing for the Erie, the Bantams or all any of them teams, like they decide that when they get to 8th grade, 9th grade, that they're gonna come back and play in Norristown.
Yeah.
I feel like that's gonna be big, bro, because eventually, bro, like it only takes one class, bro.
It really do. You change the culture, only take a couple people. It don't got to be a full team. It don't got to be 22 people. It don't got to be 11. It take a good key group of guys, only a little bit, for them to make an improvement and for everybody else to follow in like dominoes. That's it.
So tell me about your experience when you actually got to Millersville. Obviously, like I think you had like 15 TFLs one year, 11 TFLs the other year. You had a pretty good career there.
Yeah.
Tell me about your experience there. Was there any really memorable games that you had, or was it just all like just back and forth, like you just feel like it went fast?
I want to say the game that really started it off was 2020 against Cal U. I had they were hyping up about this 6'5" quarterback that they had, and we played him on my birthday. At the end of the game, we still lost, but I had 3 sacks that game. And I say that's a great birthday present because that really opened up a lot for me, knowing that I can do what I've been working for so long, and I can really all that hard work really pay off on the field. So after the Cal U game, everything went up from there. Just had my sacks, had 11 sacks that season, became an All-American, got nominated for the D2 Heisman, and
It was just good work.
It was just good work. That's it.
And then that probably transitioned right over to, after the season was over, after that next season, you started, looking into the pro aspirations. You was looking around. You had a lot of different opportunities. Tell me about, how, after your season ended, what was that transition afterwards?
That transition, you mean after my senior season?
Yeah, after
that season, Coach Morgan's still mad at me to this day about this, and I told him I go back to school. I made that promise to them, my parents, my mom and dad. I made that promise to them. But after the last game of the season, I left school and I just went to go work out at my gym, level 40, with Greg and Dev. I just went to go work out there, and I've been working out there ever since. Ever since I was in 9th grade, I've been working out there. So I got a lot of history with them, and I just been working out since before combine prep started. I was working out there, and then had to leave a couple times to do All-Star games at the FCS Bowl and the Tropical Bowl, and then combine prep started. And I didn't even know some of the cats that I played with at the FCS Bowl were going to be at the level 40 combine prep. So not even knowing that, we had good chemistry because we was on the same All-Star teams. Like my guy Jerome Cat, we played in the Pac-10 together in high school. He went to Boyertown, I went to Norristown. We played against each other. We also played with each other in our Pac-10 All-Star game, senior All-Star game. And then for us to play together in those 2 All-Star games together on the same team was like magic to happen, because I remember during the Pac-10 All-Star game, he had like 4 touchdowns that game, and I had like 5 sacks that game. So we was just really just eating off of each other, just him scoring, me getting the quarterback, them sacking. The other team barely scored that game. So, but transitioning from college to combine prep, it was good. It was a lot of hard work, waking up from 7 a.m., not finishing until 6 at night, forcing yourself to eat those meals that you're not used to because, in D2, you don't get fed. You after workouts or after practice, you get, all right, go ahead. You guys go to the cafeteria. You going back to your crib or your room. You warming up some noodles or you putting some chicken tenders in the oven. So trying to force yourself to eat those morning meals, the lunch, the snack, the dinner, and all that, and be disciplined on times and everything. And really, when you're not even in the combine facility, not even in working out, combine prep facility, not working out or nothing, you still got to be that type of person. You got to stretch, got to watch film, outside of it, got to go to the field, work on what you're doing in the league or what you're trying to try out for. So it was a whole different experience. And then me, I had to not change my position, but I had to put more things on my plate. Because in college, we did a 3-4. So I ran a 4-eye. If the tackle pull, I shoot straight through the B gap. Nobody can stop that. Tackle don't know what to do. Don't know if he want to get the outside linebacker, if he want to come down and block you. Because if not, then the outside linebacker would chase down the play. So then when I got to the league, I got put to edge rusher / outside linebacker. So now I'm dropping into coverage. I'm looking at the quarterback, trying to get to my route, trying to do the triangle apex, trying to get hands on the tight end now, follow the tight end wherever he go, passing on different coverages. Once a guy leaves my facility, let the communicate more to the other guy next to me, and then still be in my position while, still in everything fast, just learning. So it was a different experience.
Do you feel like going into your pro aspirations still, do you feel like you would rather be playing like edge outside linebacker or just more of like a 4-3 defensive end hand down in the dirt?
I say it's all the same for because if you ask what Micah play right now, his side play edge outside linebacker at the end. Mm-hmm. It's basically the same thing, but you barely see Micah dropping the coverage. Mm-hmm. Or TJ Watt outside linebacker edge, you barely see him dropping the coverage. He's gonna get that. He's gonna go get the quarterback. So I say I'd rather play outside linebacker edge because I'm a quarterback go getter. You check the stats, since high school, since college, since Pee Wee, I go get the quarterback regardless of whatever I got to do. I will pull a move out my bag, use it, and go get the quarterback.
Yeah, man. Tell me about what you learned at them All-Star games. After the combine prep, obviously. Tell me about your experience at the All-Star games.
The All-Star games, I just realized everybody's the same. People say divisions is a big leap, but it's really not for real. Me, Cap, Carl, Dustin. We all going against people, D1, FCS, D1, FBS, and we really just destroying it. We got a quarterback out here reading probably one of the best corners in FCS, reading him, throwing the ball on a string. You got Cap routing him up, doing a nice route. Cap's favorite route, in my mind, is a fucking slant. I don't know how nobody can guard that, but because how big he is, you can't guard it. So he's going to beat you off of that every time. I remember in college, he scored like three slant touchdowns on us like that. So me just beating a 6'8", 6'9", 6'7", 350 offensive tackle from an FCS school, FBS school. Played at Ole Miss, Ohio, Hawaii. Ole Miss, UCF. Just beating them off the edge, hitting them with moves that my mentors taught me what to do. Just reading keys and everything. I don't say it's a big difference at all. It's just they probably had better coaching and better terminology and things, more things because it's closer to the league than D2 and D3, and they just most of the workouts is built for them. The way they eat is for them. D2, everybody is the same workout together. Yeah, you got your different percentiles on what you're supposed to lift, but the workout's going to be the same thing. It's not going to be, all right, you need to lose 15% body fat. Now let's dial this workout for you. You got to do 15 reps or you got to do 12 reps so you can get lean cut, or you got to eat 6 meals a day. You're not getting that at D2 or D3. So other than they just got more exposure. That's what I would say.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that's crazy, bro, because you really got to look at it like it's a lot of dogs in Division II. It's dudes that's big, that's fast, that's explosive.
A lot of dogs. Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like the resource difference is just crazy. But at the end of the day, like, if you do what you're supposed to do, if you're one of them, like, you're going to get to play at that same stage, like, you got a chance to do it. You feel me? So, I'm just happy to see that, you actually got a chance to go out onto that stage and actually be able to perform. Did you have a pro day? And if so, how did that go?
Yeah, I had a pro day. I had a pro day at Temple, and that went really well. They scouts said I was the best D lineman there, so I guess I performed well. And the crazy thing about that, I guess, because I had so much adrenaline running through me when we was doing the vertical. I guess I was too hyped to do the vertical or too nervous or whatsoever. And he literally told us before we did the vertical, you don't got to do too much for the vertical. You don't got to jump up, do like none of that. You just jump up and tap it a little bit and come back down. Myself, me being hype and all, I jumped up, I hit it like I'm dunking the ball, came down.
And it swung back around.
It swung back around, and I came back down on the metal piece that was on the vertical and sliced my whole forearm open, just went straight to my wrist. So I seen that at first, and the dog, I'm in the training room. I look at the blood. I really never had like no bad injuries where blood had to come out of me before, and really looking at meat, bone, and skin. So I'm looking at the blood. You feel me? I'm a little dizzy, about to throw up. They give me a trash can and everything. I call my dad and I call my agent, and they said, you're a dog. That's what we always are, just dogs. No matter what you do, whatever you start, you don't quit. So I started the pro day. You feel me? I did the vertical. I started it, can't quit. So I got them to wrap it up, clean it up, wrap it up. I ran my 40, ran a 4.68, ran a 4.72. I don't know how that averaged to 4.8, but numbers are numbers of them, I guess. But and then I broad jump a 10.6. That was the longest broad jump there. At first I broad jumped a 10.2. Me and Cat was competing. He broad jumped a 10.1. I broad jumped a 10.2. He broad jumped a 10.4. I broad jumped a 10.6 to end it off. But it's really my trainer Greg. He really pushed you to your limit. So at that pro day, he was just putting the pens in. Putting a pen. He took a pen out of his pocket and put it at 10.5 when I first jumped to 10.2. And so all you gotta do is just get 3 more extra yards. That's it. I jumped to 10.6. Just got 4 more. That's it. Just my mentality is do better than what you think I can do. You feel me? So I did the highest broad jump there, and just everybody was like, ooh, everybody got excited. So just, yeah. But that was a good experience right there at Temple's Pro Day. I appreciate them for allowing me to come out and show what I can do.
Tell me about your relationship with Coach Greg down at level 40. Coach Greg was able to train a lot of people, and, obviously a lot of really good football players was at his gym to be able to learn from, be able to take advantage of.
Coach Greg, he like that uncle you never want, because he always going to be on you regardless. He going to tell you what you don't want to hear, whether you like it or not. So I've been working out with Greg since I was in either 9th or 10th grade. So we got a relationship for years. And him and my pop, they talked when I really wasn't supposed to be doing. I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing during that COVID year to get ready for that season, because we didn't have a season during COVID. So him and my pop talk, they get a mentor. They get a couple mentors for me. You got Deion Barnes, who was with the Jets a couple years ago. And then you got Shreve Floyd, who was in the league. He got drafted by the Minnesota Vikings. And then
he was a beast, bro. He was one of my favorite players when I was a kid.
Different right there. And they just come together and just try to help me be better. Going over Shrev's house, watching film, working out in his backyard, working out in front of his yard, conditioning and everything, and then going to Deion, working on my pass rush moves so the quarterback can't touch me, learning new techniques, learning what to do with my hands, when to shoot them, what to read on the offensive tackle, the offensive guard, the V of the neck or his shoulders or his leg, the way he sit back, or look at his fingertips if he's not wearing gloves, you feel me, stuff like that. And then the transition outside linebacker, Coach Nah helped me too. Helped me learn coverages, helped me drop back into coverages, helped me learn a linebacker position, what to do, what not to do, stuff like that, helping me get my hips better.
Shout out to Coach Nah from Emotep.
Oh, yeah.
But that I feel like that's major, man. Like you got a chance to be around a lot of guys who played a lot of really good football, who are really good football coaches too. Like, a lot, like some people even undermine the fact that Shreve Floyd right now, he's the defensive line coach for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I think he has some stuff going on. So, hopefully he's doing good right now. Hopefully he's doing better. And, Deion Barnes, it's the
new D-line coach for Penn State.
You feel me? The leader of the hunt. You feel me? He said, we going hunting, man.
He really got to go hunting.
You know what I mean? Coach, if it's one thing he do, man, he'll teach you how to hunt, man. He got a lot of different techniques, man. I watch his videos all the time. I send a lot of his content to my little brother. He got a lot of good game, man.
I be saving them, hoping to teach them to my youngest at the high school level where I coach at right now. So I be saving them. I be teaching them all these types of moves and stuff. When I go on Instagram, I save D-line videos, try to teach them new techniques that I never seen before, So I just try to give them the knowledge that I already have, but plus more. So, yeah.
That's really important. Do you feel like the draft experience what was exciting? Like, tell me how'd that go. Tell me how, obviously that draft weekend went. You obviously went undrafted and you got invited to the Steelers minicamp. How did that go?
That went well. I'm really not like a emotional person, so you really won't see me get hyped enough for the draft. But a little bit in me, had a little excitement if I was gonna get drafted or not. And I had to come to reality where I come from. Millersville, not a winning program yet. Coming from D2, a little undersized, being 6'2", 270, as defensive end and stuff like that, and never not playing to that higher competition most people talk about, playing against those Alabamas and those Texas A&Ms and all that other stuff. So, a little bit in me had a thought that I could get drafted due to the fact that I did prove those people wrong, going to those FCS bowl games, the tropical bowl game, going against those bigger good talent. And but I had to realize where I came from, like I said. And then I got that call the Monday after the draft saying I got invited to the Steelers rookie minicamp. So that was like I say it was a little bit of pressure off my back, but it was like a lot more pressure being added onto my back, like taking off and then put it back on, because I still got more work to do. I'm coming in undrafted. I'm not coming from a big school. They probably don't even know my name for, you feel me? Just trying to fill up a roster. I mean, not a roster, but trying to fill up some spots for the rookie minicamp, But I say when I walked in there, I did what I needed to do, especially learning new things, getting taught new things, new fundamentals, I did what I needed to do.
Tell me about your football experience now. Like, are you still training? Is it any, are you still talking to your agent on a regular basis? What you got going on now?
I still train now. I be lifting and stuff with my high schoolers and talking to my agent a lot. It's really right now. It's really just a waiting game. It's really a mental game, because it's like you play football all your life, and now all of a sudden you're not playing football no more. You're not hitting nobody. You're not getting yelled at by a coach no more. So it's like really like I want to say it's really like mind bothering and mentally draining. But it's like, this is really for the heart. Like, when you really got to realize, all right, you're not getting a call right now. Well, it's time to put in the work so you can make a video sending out to agents, or it's time for you to put the work so you can go to a lower league, like IFL, CFL, XFL, USFL. Like, you can put the work in and go in these leagues and make your way back up to the top where you want to be. Mm-hmm. So it's a bad thing and it's a good thing at the same time, because it shows who really wants it. And when it don't go your way, you gonna stop or you gonna keep going.
Yeah, I think it comes with a lot of humility too. Like, it makes you realize that the game not guaranteed either.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Hopefully with the XFL and the USFL merging, that I think they're gonna have like probably 15 to 20 teams now. So hopefully it's a lot of opportunities. I think they like dealing with all of that now. And, like, they're going.
Yeah, I think they both still gonna have their regular season together, and then like next year they're gonna all work it out, because it's too late to do all this merging and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they about to have one big season for this coming spring. I'm not sure for real.
Yeah, hopefully they get it figured out so I can play football. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, we're gonna try to. I think, yeah, when I posted the one video, the DC Defenders have reposted. Hopefully, I don't know. Maybe the social media guy that follow me, hopefully he sees this joint too.
Yeah.
Feel me? End up clicking on your highlight tape and like, yeah, this is one of them guys that we need. You feel me?
I'm an underdog, and I'm always gonna be an underdog. But I like that though, because I like proving people wrong. I like seeing that face on people's face when they be like, wow, this guy can really be something. I know I can be something, and the people around me know I can be something too. I just need that opportunity.
Tell me about your relationship with your father. I remember you told me a little bit about how you had a good relationship with your dad.
Yeah. My relationship with my father is pretty strong. I say he's been in my life all my life. He's married to my mother, so it's always been in my life. Always removed obstacles when I would always reach a hurdle and stuff. When I need him there. Importantly, he's always there for me. Like when I told him I crashed my one car the one time, he was there for me. Got me another car. I'm thankful for my pop, but I don't tell him a lot. You feel me? I'm how appreciative of him I am of him. And that's becomes because I'm not really an emotional person. So like I said earlier, there's only a couple of times where I really cried, where I got my ass whooped, or I got my ass whooped, or got put in timeout, or when my grandmom died. That's probably the only couple of times where I really cried and really had some feelings in me. So I'm really not a feeling person. So I really never tell him like, oh, I don't really use the love word. When he like call me, be like, I love you, I be like, you too. I really don't do that with a lot of people. I really like last year, the first time I ever told my teammates, I say is after the Kutztown game. We lost Kutztown. It was senior day, and it was my last time playing at Beaver Stadium. And I really told my teammates, like, I really love all y'all. And I shed a tear saying that because, like, I don't know, for some reason, it's, like, really hard for me to say that. So I really told them, like, y'all really my brothers and I love y'all. And, like, I really shed a tear after saying that because, like, I don't really say that a lot. So, yeah. But my dad, he does more in beyond, you think. But he really, he's not the same person because when my sister had her daughter, my niece, he a whole different person than the way we came up and the way he treated. So, yeah.
No, man. I remember going to y'all game versus Westchester, and, you know, your dad, I think he had on a shirt with your name and stuff on it, but I didn't peep it at first.
Yeah.
And he, like, a couple rows away from us. And, like, you know, at every football game, there's always that one dad that's, like, super duper energetic. Like, you would have thought he was another coach in the stands, you feel me? And my cousin that's with me, he like, damn, man, who Pop is that, bro? He turned up, man. He need to be on the field. He need to get the players going, you feel me?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's the boy number 0, the D lineman, you feel me? He said, bro, like, the way his pop snapping, you would think his son sucked, bro. His son having a good game right now. But I feel like that's just his personality. That's just the type of guy he is.
It is. He probably the reason why I got a dog mentality. He was always hard on me and my brother. And I think my little brother lazy. I think there's so much more he could do, but he just lazy. He got a lazy mindset. But yes, he would always just nail down on his dog mentality. No matter what, you finish whatever you start, and you always do it at 100%. You know, you never slack off. And like my pop was a professional boxer before he became a police officer and detective. He helped my big cousin Marcus Weeks get to the. Well, that's what he tells me. Marcus don't tell me that, but he like to say. And I also like to say my pop wasn't a good boxer in my opinion. So, but he liked to tell me he helped my cousin get to the league. Marcus Weeks, you know, he played. He went to West Virginia. I meant Virginia, not West Virginia. He went to Virginia, and then he played for Conestoga High School, and he got drafted by the Seahawks. Played running back 4 years for them, and then went to the Broncos, and did what he needed to do. Now he coaches high school football, running back too. So my pop knows. I want to say my pop knows what he's talking about, but I want to say, you know, being a lot of people told me that I was lucky to have a dad, and at a younger age I wouldn't see that. But I would also say now, being older, it's also good to have your dad say so, and also have like somebody like a Greg or a Sharif or a Dion in your ear too, because you're always not getting coached up by the same person all the time. You feel me? You get different little bits and pieces from everybody, and everything just come all one together, and it's just like boom, bang.
Because especially, like, you know, being as though, like, how multiple of a player that you had to be throughout your career. You feel me? Sharif was an interior guy.
Yeah.
You got Dion, more of an edge guy. You feel me? You got Coach Nah coming through with
and you got
with
your
the
dad
coverage.
for the mentality type of stuff. Yeah.
You feel me? So you're getting a little bit from everybody.
Everything. You're getting coached by everybody, yeah.
That might be a little Mount Rushmore when it's all said and done.
Yeah, probably. And I didn't even think about it like that. Then you got Greg and Dev for the flexibility and the strength and everything. So I ain't even think about it like that, but yeah.
Like I always look at it like that. Like, you always got to be gracious at the different avenues that you get in your game from, bro. Because there's so many people that pour into different people throughout their life, and you don't really realize it till you looking back 10 steps away. You feel me? Tell me about you know, what's your views on, you know, how do you feel you're gonna do when you finally get that opportunity? Like, if you got a message to give to any coach that's watching you talk right now.
I'm either gonna make you feel me, or I'm just gonna make you suffer. You feel me? So it's like, if I get a call right now, you know, I'm gonna go do what I need to do. I'm gonna show why I should have been here from the start. I'm gonna show why I need to be here from the start. I'm gonna show what type of player I am, what type of leader I am, what I can bring to a team, what I can bring to you. You feel me? Help you out more. Because it's for it's all a business. They just want to, you know, everybody just want to nudge off of everybody. So I show you why, you feel me, you picking me was a great opportunity for you to get a promotion or something like that. Not saying I'm him for real, nobody can be stopped. Not saying, you feel me, I'm no Aaron Donald, but I know that I'm Tyler Tate. I'm a rock star. I do what I need to do.
I'm a rock star,
huh? Yeah, I do what I need to do on the field for me to get the job done.
He said, I'm a rock star. Hold up. Look. Tell them about that, man. He said, I'm a rock star, man. I'm Tyler Tate.
Yeah. So it was one time during summer camp. It was one time during summer camp. It was me and Ski and my Will, and we was listening to one of these Philly rappers out here, and he said something about like air it out, and then Ski started doing the motion of a guitar. I'm like, I like that. And then we just talked about it. We just talked about it that night. It was like that. I said, when I get a sack, I'm gonna do that. And then I got a sack against Cal U. I had 3 sacks against that, and I just started doing that, the air guitar. And I was like, yeah, I feel like a rock star when I get my sacks. Plug my guitar in an amplifier, get the quarterback, and let the whole stadium know I got the sack by stringing my guitar. So ever since then, I just been doing that for the past couple years, man. So yeah.
Oh man, that's major, bro. I mean, best of luck, bro. I hope you get a chance to do it at the next level, bro. I really feel
Appreciate
like,
you, bro.
and I mean, you was a really good ball player in the PSAC. You was able to do a lot of different things, and I feel like, you know, obviously, like the stars got to align, the opportunity got to come through, man. But like, you know, like the same way you need your young boys to stay passionate so they can build up your Norristown program,
Yeah.
you got to stay passionate, and outside of that, you still got to be able to grind. So when you get that call, it's like you ain't missed a step the whole time. You feel
Missed
me?
a step the whole time. I've been right there the whole time at the phone, just waiting for a phone call.
You know what I mean? So, you know, like I said, best of luck, bro. Like it's like I think it's a couple, like it's XFL tryouts all the time. It's all of them
Yeah.
joints. So hopefully you getting out to them joints, man. Make sure you giving these people that work, bro. I'm very excited to see what you got coming, bro.
Yeah,
You know
for
what
sure. Thank you. I definitely got some things in the making, you know, football wise, but just can't talk about that right now. But yeah, just hopefully in the near future, you feel me? You see a Rockstar on the TV near you, so everybody can rock out with me.
Yes, sir, bro. Listen, guys, make sure that you're liking, commenting, and subscribing. Make sure you're tapping into all of the social media posts. Everything on the socials is at Make a Way Podcast. I'm very thankful for good brother Tyler coming on today, telling you guys some game, letting you
Yes,
know
sir.
what he got going on right now, his story, and what he's been doing at what he's been doing down there at Norristown High School with them young guys. I'm very excited to see what they got going on. Hopefully, you know, in the next few years, they can build up that program to be
Hell
something
yeah.
hard, you feel me? Bring Norristown back to their Cam Reddish and all of them Tyler Tate days, you feel me? And yeah, bro, we're going to leave it at that, man.
I couldn't tell you in person, so I decided to write a song.